Okay, this is gonna be an in-depth video, a deep dive into my life right now. I haven't done one of these videos in such a long time. So I have a lot to unpack in this video, so go and grab a cup of tea. I'm literally gonna spill the tea on my life and just what's going on. I wanna do this video because I've been asked many questions since my miscarriage last year. When are you having a baby? You'd be surprised on how many people will ask you, are you still trying? Do you still want a baby? Quite deep questions. So the answer to that burning question, are you still trying for a baby? I want to say no, just because Joe and I have decided not to put the pressure on ourselves. I don't want to sit here and say, yes, we are trying, because I just feel like that would add more pressure to me. So whilst the answer is no to that question, I am still keeping an eye on my body and preparing myself for pregnancy. So in order to do that, I have been really looking after my health, especially my vitamin intake. If you did not know, taking vitamins is essential for yourself and your growing baby, and they do recommend that you take the correct vitamins 3 months before you try for a baby. So I have been taking vitamins for pregnancy for probably the last 2 years. So I have tried many brands, but the one that I'm trying at the moment is the one by Ritual, and this is the Essential for Women prenatal vitamins. So this month Ritual are giving 30% off to you guys. So if you want to try out a new vitamin brand, definitely go and check them out. The first month is 30% off. Now this one in particular will give you 12 essential vitamins for you and your growing baby. Now what I love about the capsules in particular is that they're smart, because they actually dissolve later in the body, in the intestines, and this is where the intestines can really suck in all the nutrients and all the goodness. Now you can actually take these on an empty stomach for that very reason. So I have been taking them usually, ironically, kind of just before bed, and it works for me. As mentioned, Ritual are giving 30% off your first month so that you can build good habits. If you want to find out more, link down in the description. Secondly, I have been working out a lot since December. I have invested in a personal trainer because I felt that I was getting a bit lazy on the exercise front. I actually popped on, how much did I put on? Over a stone in weight. So I decided to do something about it. I want to feel better about myself, so I have been in the gym and I've been working really, really hard. I also feel that being fit before pregnancy is really important as well. It's good to have good habits. So I have been loving it. I feel so good. I already feel amazing. I've been doing it for the last 6 weeks now and it's going good. And I've dropped around, oh gosh, I think like 6 to 7 pounds. So we're doing good. But to be honest with you, I'm doing the exercise for me. It's making me feel better. I want to be fit during pregnancy, so that's what I've been doing. I've also been sleeping more, so making sure I get my 8 to 9 hours, and also just living a bit more of a stress-free life. And that's something that I've been really homing in on over the last definitely year. Yeah, a year or so. I'm just kind of like getting rid of all the stuff that just makes me unhappy, even friendships. If that friendship isn't working out and it's not making me feel great, then I've just parked it to one side. I really have decluttered my life with everything that's just making me unhappy, and I feel brilliant. Oh my gosh, it just feels like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders. So yeah, it's been insightful. Getting older, you do get wise. The other thing that I cannot live without is my Flow app. The Flow app is amazing. I mean, I'm not on it every single day. I'm not like addicted to it, but it just gives you the best tips pre-pregnancy, during pregnancy, just like your flow, your period information. It's a really great smart app, and I do highly encourage you to download it. I have been using it for the last, gosh, I say over a year now. It just tells you when you're ovulating, you just track your period. It just gives you really good information. It's actually nearly coming up to a year since my miscarriage. So I am kind of feeling a little bit, I don't know, reflective. I'm just kind of looking at the past year. Did the miscarriage affect me? I think it did. It did take me a little while to get over. So I've been taking my time, baby steps, feeling so much better. But yeah, it does some crazy stuff, a miscarriage, to your brain. I think it just highlights the importance of your health, your happiness, and that's just what matters the most. So talking of changes, a lot has happened, definitely over the last 18 months. Now, how can I put this? I just have a new attitude for life. Career, YouTube, everything has been thrown into question. One of those questions has been, do I want to do YouTube? Where's my career going? I'm hitting 30. I mean, I'm not in my 20s anymore. You know, things are getting, you know, pretty serious. Well, not serious, but, you know, I feel like an adult. And whilst I was going through all these things around 28, 29, I was not aware of something called Saturn's Return. If you have not heard of a Saturn's Return before, I've left a link down in the description. It is super, super interesting. So if you are around 27, 28, 29 and you currently feel in a funk, go read it because it all just makes sense. So I've actually written down in my diary what a Saturn return is because I don't want to get this wrong. So basically a Saturn return is your astrological coming of age. It's the push you need to enter true adulthood, and a lot of people have experienced challenging transformations during this time. So this is when the planet Saturn literally returns to the exact zodiac sign and the place when you were born. And it takes between 28 to 30 years to return to that spot. I had no idea of this whilst I was going through this kind of transformation. I've been saying to my friends for the last 2 years, I feel so different. I feel like I'm changing, like I'm just questioning everything. And when I read that, my friend actually told me about it. I was like, holy cow, this is just so correct. And it actually soothed me a bit because I felt like I wasn't going crazy. And after speaking to a lot of other people, they have said the same. They have experienced this kind of like change during their late 20s. So there is actually a calculator that you can use to predict your Saturn returns. It happens, I think it's around 5 times in your life, 4 or 5 times, something like that. But you can actually calculate. So I'll leave the calculator down below so that you can figure out when your Saturn returns is. So talking of pregnancy and significant changes in my life, where am I with YouTube and being a social media influencer? I've been a social media influencer since 2016. So a very long time ago. I think it's like 7 years ago. That's crazy. And I have been doing it full time since then. So 6 whole years. I don't know whether being a social media influencer is where I want to take it, if that makes sense. I don't know if I want to enter my 30s and be like a full-time social media influencer. I just don't know. Whilst I absolutely love creating content, I absolutely love social media, but to create content and constantly come up with new ideas and put your life online and constantly getting scrutiny, it's hard. It's really hard, especially when you rely on that for your income. I don't know, it's gotten to the point where I just think I've had enough. What that means is that I am always going to continue doing this. I love it. I don't think I'm gonna rely on it as my sole source of income. I'm not gonna do that anymore. So I'm gonna still upload. If I do the odd brand deal, fine, brilliant. I'm happy doing that. But as my sole income, I don't want that to happen. So this has become my side hustle again. So recently I have been working on new projects, really exciting projects actually, 2 exciting projects. So I am working on other things and I've been able to replace the income that I was generating from YouTube full time from somewhere else. And I'm really happy. I've never been happier. So yeah, I mean, that's where I'm at with YouTube. I do understand that in the last 18 months, I haven't been uploading constantly. I mean, I'm still uploading, but it hasn't been the volume that I was churning out. And I think what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna like reevaluate everything. As you guys know, long form content is a bit of something of the past. I mean, it's still relevant, but I think I want this channel to become more kind of centralized, a bit more niche, more kind of short form content. So using shorts, using kind of TikTok reels. I think that's where like the direction I want to go, and that's what I'll be doing more of in 2023. But don't worry, I don't think I'm ready to surrender the beauty advent calendar series yet. No, we're gonna do that this year, unless something happens. But I still plan to do that. So there we go, guys. That is a bit of an update on my life, on where I'm at right now. Please drop me a comment down below if you have any questions, and if you have any feelings about the whole kind of pregnancy thing. I'd love to get your feedback, because when I had my miscarriage, the one thing that I was so grateful for doing is actually coming public with it, and the amount of support that I got was just insane. And I've always said that it just shows the good side of social media. There's a lot of support out there. So yeah, thanks to you guys. You know, you really did get me through a very sticky, troubling time. And it helped a lot, so all I can say is a massive thank you for that. Before I go, don't forget to check out Ritual if you're looking for a brand that is well ethically sourced and have the best ingredients. I highly recommend that you go and check it out and try it for yourself. Link down below, and don't forget that the first month you get 30% off. But as always, guys, make sure that you link, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time for another video.